Welcome to another Volti Audio one-take video. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Had a good week. Good week of work and kind of an exciting development on the personal side of things, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But I thought I would just start with a shop walkthrough first. And I am later on my main segment today. I am going to talk about speaker placement. Not in the generic sense. I think there are plenty of videos online for that, but I think I want to sort of attack it from a little bit different angle. You know, the Volti Audio setup, and a lot of you have been asking me for that, so I'm going to hit that later on. So stay tuned. Anyway, here we go. Show you what's going on here in the shop. All right. What we have here is a pair of walnut luceros. These got finished sanded on Friday, and they'll be heading into the paint room soon. Let's go in the veneer room, see what we find here. We've got the Purple Heart, the Risky speakers, and then we've got a pair of red gum rivals. You can see the other Greg that works here is working on, he does a lot of veneer work now for me. And this, no doubt, is the other red gum rival sitting in the bag. This vacuum bag allows us to do really high quality veneer work in a small shop. You know, bigger shops have big presses, you know, the size of this room. But for a small shop to do high quality work, vacuum bag is a great way to do it. You get really even pressure, atmospheric pressure on the entire surface of the veneer, so that not smooth, the word would be flat. You get glass flat veneer out of it. And a permanent bond, because we use permanent bond glue. And so it's just a really high quality workmanship with the veneer. What do I spy over here? These are these belong to Kess. Kess, these are your Bubinga rivals making their way through. I do appreciate your patience. They're coming. They're in the queue now. And I know you guys love this veneer. I do too. This is Tineo. This is a fresh batch, just came in. Look at that. Look at that green. It's just fantastic. And the color of this is wonderful too. You get the finish on it. Isn't that great? It's just wonderful. And then under here, let me get under this whole stack. There we go. So this is another beautiful figured walnut. The walnut I've been getting over the last year has just been fantastic. Really nice stuff. So there you go. I notice Jason's been busy on some cabinets. He's got a pair of Raz LEs, and he's getting onto a few more rival cabinets as well. So there you go. That's what's going on in the shop. We've had warm weather here. How about you? Have you had warm weather? It was nice enough this morning for a convertible ride. All right, what do we got in here? Some of these you may have already seen. This is a pair of rosewood luceros. Those are available. Bubinga luceros. Those might be available. You have to check with me. I think somebody said they wanted those. Same on these. This is Naughty Elm. I absolutely love this veneer. And those may be spoken for. You'll have to check with me if you're interested in those. Here are the Atimaway Rivals. These are available. Those were in the paint room last week. They're waiting for black paint next. And these are marks. These are here are your figured walnut. And this is, I confirmed this yesterday because somebody asked, this is the last of that beautiful dark figured walnut batch that I had. So sorry if you missed out. You got to move quicker next time. All right, there we go. Anything else in here? Yeah, not really. Okay. So here we have figured walnut rivals. You see how much different that is? It's it's just a different tree, maybe from a different part of the country or something. Most likely is a domestic tree. So these just got painted black. Here's the backs of them all painted. That's an order of mid-range drivers just came in, need to be put away. And let's go in the paint room. I'll show you what I sprayed this morning. It is the same Atimaway veneer on a pair of Luceras. Somebody recently said to me this reminds them of stickly furniture. And I can see why. That stained oak stickly furniture that you see. All right. Here we go. I'm going to go over some comments with you. I did 2 or 3 videos last week. The first video, the main one, was just getting too long. So I said, I've got to split out the walkthrough. So I just did a walkthrough video. It was 8 minutes long. And it got 1,400 views. That's pretty good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And just a few comments. Hello from San Diego. Can't wait for a listen to your speakers at some point. Well, come on out. I know it's quite a trip. We'll make you feel right at home here. Had a real nice demo yesterday with some folks from Illinois. Great walkthrough. Thank you. There was something about those tidy, hand-assembled crossovers that helped me pull the trigger on a pair of Luceras. I love the crossovers as they are, but I would be very interested in upgrade capacitors. Well, we're not going to do upgrade capacitors, but we are going to do something with resistors. The capacitors we use are very, very good anyway. And I know there's lots of fancy stuff out there, but I've listened to a lot of that stuff, and it's, is it better or is it just different? But resistors, I'm finding, the resistors I've been using are very, very good. I've compared them to a lot of different ones. I've settled into those a few years ago. I have a huge stock of them, which is behind me if you see those little shelves up there. And, I keep a couple thousand of them on hand. And, but I'm hearing some now that I really like, wire wound resistors. And I think I mentioned that. I think I mentioned it last week. And it's interesting. I was talking to Jeremy about this. He said that he thinks it may have something to do with power handling. So the higher power handling resistors, if you look, as we listed our favorites on down through the list, the higher the power handling, the more we like them. Well, why is that? I think it's because of the gauge size of the wire. Right? If you're going to have higher power handling wire wound, your gauge of wire is going to be larger. It really could be just that simple. There has to be other things to do with the construction of it, but like the ones that we're looking at. Somebody said something here. Yeah, he said, I recognize most of those resistors except the big ugly ones are those Dayton Audio. They are Dayton Audio, and they're really, they were our favorite sounding ones of all the ones we tried the other day. including our second favorite was the mills, which are, you know, both of them are expensive and hard to buy thousands of to put in stock. So that's why I hesitate. That's why I'm thinking about what to do with the resistors. I don't really know what's going to happen there. We'll see. But I am at least going to offer you the option of buying an upgrade resistor pack, or heck, you could just go buy your own if you want. Um, we'll tidy them up so that they just drop in. But if you want, just go do it yourself. All right. Uh, Man, I just love the quality. The veneers are amazing. Hope to make a visit up from Chattanooga sometime. Please come up. You're not that far away. You'll have fun. I promise you. You'll enjoy the shop and sitting down to listen, especially if I have Vittora set up like I do right now. Wow, man! I listened to those yesterday and just melted. They are just absolutely wonderful sound from those speakers. The Purple Heart looks right to me. I have 1x3 boards of it. Mine is a bit darker, but every bit that purple. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. I know it's it is a risky thing to go putting purple on a set of speakers. Everybody's trying to support me. Yeah, but are you buying them? That's what it really comes down to. Let's see. One suggestion for another one-take video would be to go over packaging, boxing, and palletizing. That would be good. I don't know. I guess that could be a main segment, I guess. I want to see you in an E-type Jag. Yeah, well, I've already done the Jaguar thing. I did an F-type. And what a beautiful car. Inside and out. Really a gorgeous car. But I didn't fall in love with it. And a great sound system, too. You could hear music clearly at highway speeds with the roof down. It was pretty cool. But I just didn't like the transmission. I'm not a big automatic transmission guy anyway. I mean, it's, in my truck, yes. But when I'm on the back roads cruising, I want 3 pedals. And I could not make that transmission work, in a way that was fun. It just wasn't fun. Plus, here's the thing, too. What the hell? These companies these days, it was like $4,000 to fix this, right? I had to replace, I had a leak, a coolant leak in a plastic pipe that's located between the top of the engine and the bottom of the supercharger. Really, Jaguar? Land Rover? Really? The replacement kit, not from Jaguar, by the way, but by an aftermarket company, is made of aluminum or aluminium. And you don't have to go to school and be an engineer and get paid $200,000 a year work for a car company to know that you shouldn't put a plastic pipe in that location on an engine. You can ask any 9-year-old. Here's an aluminum part. Here's a plastic one. We're going to put it on top of a really hot engine carrying really hot water underneath a really hot supercharger. Which do you think we should use? If you wonder why car companies are struggling, and actually they are. A lot of car companies are really struggling. And I say, well, you know what? Serves you right. Serves you right. I'll take a 20-year-old car any day of the week. All right. So you will not see me in an E-type Jag, even though that is an older car and analog, and I would like it, but I won't love it. I'm very picky and very spoiled. Better are the components in the crossover. Better sounds the speaker. More important than drivers. Yeah, I don't really agree with you on that one. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I would place it in importance. I would say quality of driver, and crossover design, and then I would go quality of crossover component. That's the order I would put that in. Such beautiful veneers. Yeah, I really appreciate your support. I really do. Very nice of you. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to walk through. So I have something to show you, and I think you're going to get a kick out of this. I got to start my coffee. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Look what we have. Yes, a few days ago I went to the shelter and I got Georgia. Hi, Georgia. Hello, girl. She's just a sweetheart. She really is. And for, I think 3 days here, 3.5 days, my goodness, just settled right in. She's still learning the routines and the rules. But we think she's 3 or 4 years old. Somebody turned her in. And I feel bad for them because they really had to give up a good dog. You never know why somebody turns in a dog like this. But, when you go to a shelter, if you've ever been to a shelter, it's a tearjerker. I have tears first 20 minutes I'm in the place. And because all these animals want is some love and a home. They get their basic needs met there, but it's upsetting to them. It's not where they want to be. So anyway, she's found her forever home now. And what a couch potato, huh? Just like the other one. You see the other one over here? Leah. Hello, girl. Yeah. So we have 2 couch potatoes now. Just my speed. Exactly what I want in a dog. All right. Here we go. Wait, let me turn this around. Cheers. All right. Get my notes. Get my coffee. All right. So, today we are going to hang on a second. Let me get my notes straightened out here. That was a good one. All right. So, yeah, why Volti speakers work in any rooms? Almost. Some poor people are setting up systems in really small rooms. Although, man, I put a pair of rivals in a room one time that was tiny. I could almost, from a seating position, I could almost reach out and touch. If I leaned enough, I could touch the speaker. That's how close they were. It sounded really good. Horn speakers do have an advantage in a room, in any room, and because they're so directional. That you just get this. I mean, it's really just as simple. You get a very direct sound right to your ear. There's less interaction with room boundaries, and it's an unfair advantage over a hi-fi speaker that's spreading the sound out much more. So, but I wanted to show you my setup real quick. By the way, in the description, I will put a link to a video that I think is just a good, basic video on how to do speaker setup. I'm not going to try to cover all that. There's so many videos out there that do a really good job of it. I'm sure you can find that general information. But let me show you this. So I'll back up here so you can see. So I have the Vittoras set up. And by the way, I do have 2 17-inch SVS subwoofers in the system as well. So when I play music later, just so you know, those are on and perfectly integrated. So anyway, we're doing a triangle here. If I can get all 3. There we go. So you can see the triangle, and it is pretty much equilateral. I do like to spread the speakers out a little bit more and sit just a little bit closer and toe in just a little bit more. That's just my preference. and I get a little more focus that way. I feel like I'm in the music a little bit more, but certainly you want to experiment with that. Experiment with toe, how much toe in you have. Of course, more toe in is going to give you a more focused central image, and more if you toe out just a little bit, it'll widen that image out. And some people prefer that. When you're doing all this, you want to trust your ears. Now, you might notice that my speakers are out from the wall a little bit. Part of that's just aesthetics for me, because I do have the room in here to do it. And part of it is the tuning of the bass. You can actually get a little bit different tuning of the bass moving in and out off the back wall. More so with bass reflex than these fully horn-loaded speakers. Bass reflex tend to interact with that rear boundary more, I find anyway. When you think about my three bass reflex models that I offer, the Raz, the Lucera, and the Rival, they all will be tunable to some extent, moving them in and out from the wall. They are all front ported, which I think is important. Front porting means that you're the only boundary, if you imagine these speakers had a front port down at the bottom, the only boundary they're really working against is the floor, which means that you can toe them and move them in and out from the wall, and the port is basically acting almost exactly the same, regardless of how you make those adjustments. Rear ported speakers can be tricky because you may find you can tune the speakers for great imaging and soundstage, but not optimal port sound or bass sound from the port. And you also might be able to adjust them for optimal bass and port interaction with the rear wall, but then not ideal for soundstage or imaging. So some of you who have just followed me through this in your brains are going, why would a speaker company have a rear ported cabinet? Why would they do that? And indeed, you should ask that question. So let's see. Let me look at my notes. Yeah, so if you look around my room, you will see no special room treatments. You will see curtains and a rug and some furniture, and it is a pretty good size room, and it does have an opening in the back of the room. So I'm fortunate. I do have a lot of space to work with, and I have found a great location for the stereo here. I used to have the stereo located on that wall, basically on either side of the TV, and it was good, but I had some bass problems. Even though I say problems, whenever you get a 50 hertz bump, that's not really a problem. I don't know if you know that or not, but a 50 hertz bump is very friendly, very nice. If you were going to have a node in your room, you'd want it to be 50 hertz. And but anyway, nonetheless, it was, I was getting room interaction that was changing the sound. When I moved out here to this location, I had a little bit less bass energy, but I had zero problems. And so I will take zero problems any day, over anything else. And so I'm very lucky that way. But no special room treatments. And that's something that if you come to the shows, you see how I'm setting up the shows. You're not going to see bass traps. You're not going to see diffusion devices. And sometimes people give me some crap about that. Greg, you really should do something. And I'm thinking, well, hang on. Why don't you just sit down and listen first? Because we don't need it. You just don't. And that's the beauty of a Volti audio speaker, is that it's really, really room friendly. They're, less problematic than a lot of other speakers. And I just don't think you really got to worry about room treatment all that much. I'm not against it. If you want to do it, go for it. But I kind of like the setup that I got going on here. I kind of do have room treatments, don't I? It's just that it's normal stuff. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right. What's next? Oh, well, this is easy. So I did write down. Here, I'm going to sit down now. I had a really good demo here yesterday. Had uh, a customer who already has rival speakers wanted to hear the Vittoras, and so I was pretty excited about that because then I get to have the Vittoras out here for a while, and it's a little bit of a project. It's not terrible, but it's just it takes two guys, three guys, three guys, and got them set up, got them in place, and just sat down here and man, oh man, I don't even know. I can't tell you the words really, except it's just phenomenal, the experience, and I've never heard anything like them. Um, and I'm not even hearing the speakers. That's what's the beautiful thing about it is I'm not hearing either speaker. I'm not identifying as a speaker. I'm closing my eyes, and it's just I am in the music. I am part of what's going on in the music, and I know that there's subwoofers involved because I know that horn doesn't go that low. But you can't hear it. You don't sit here and think that's subwoofer sound. It's not a subwoofer sound. It's just part of the music. It's part of the whole experience that you are within. Anyway, I won't go on and on about that. It just was an incredible experience once again sitting down in front of these speakers, and I wish to hell it didn't take so damn long to make these things. What I need to do, because really a lot of the time spent on these is it's the it's the artistic side of it. It's the details that make them so beautiful as well. And maybe I need to do a simpler one um, that is easier to build. I'll have to think about that. I mean, I'm known for these beautiful things, and so I don't want to back off too much of that. It's part of what we do. It's a big part of what we do. Anyway, I did write down a couple of things having to do with speaker placement in a room. And we've talked about this before. Don't have more than one pair of speakers in the room at one time. The pair of speakers that's not being used will affect your overall sound of the system. And the other thing I wrote down, and I think most of you know this, it's probably not great to have the listening chair up against the wall. Really best to be out from the wall a little bit with your chair if you can. I know some of you are real tight on space in the room, but and to that end, I would say don't discount the benefit of moving a chair into a position that's better for listening when you're doing those, eyes closed, late night, um, scotch in hand, listening session. Move the chair, put it to where it works, and then just move it back. It's not that big a deal. I did it for years. My living room in Maine I had my K horns in there, and that's what I did. I had a chair that I moved over, bang, listen, move it back. Not a big deal. All right, so I'll tell you. Please leave your comments having to do with your experiences with placing speakers in a room. especially you Volti audio people. Let me know what you think about your experience with your Volti speakers versus ones that you've had in the past. Let me know if you got any, any secrets that you want to let out, and I will share them next week from the comments. And I'm going to play some music. I'm playing 3 whole songs here, so it's going to be a while. And of course, I know some of you won't stick around to the end, and that's just fine. But it's there if you want. You can stay and listen. This is the Vittoras with subs, Carry Audio SLI 80. Super simple system. I am using the new Border Patrol DAC. Did I tell you I got one of those? I might not have mentioned it. I've got the new Border Patrol DAC here, and sounded really good. And I'm so lucky I have the Border Patrol and the Mojo Audio at the same time, and they're both fantastic. And I'm just having a blast with it. We're gonna do this maybe next week. I may talk about the shootout. We're gonna do a bit of a DAC shootout, and give you some comments on that. And I have to remember to try the Weem DAC that's built in. I keep forgetting to try the damn thing. I haven't even tried it. I've not once used the built-in DAC in that thing. And so we'll try to remember to do that. So anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Then I'm going to put some music on. And when the music's done, I'm just going to shut the video off. So appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up or a like or whatever that is. And leave your comments. Love your comments. So that don't hold back on those. And trust your ears. Trust your ears and have fun, all right? Okay. All right, let's get this going. I gotta fix Cobuzz Connect.
Is there a place where we can go and talk this out? Got a feeling that I can't escape. I'm falling in doubt. Is there a way for you to leave this doubt in the falls? Got all shattered by your ocean pool, leaving me lost. Ooh, say the words, I'm right here. Ooh, just say the words. Remember when you told me how our lives would change? You'll be leaving all your fears behind. I've been holding a space for us. Ooh, say the words, I'm right here. Just say the words. Ooh. you out there? I've been waiting for so long. Are you out there? Are you ready to break out now? 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 'Cause I'm ready for you.
Under the southern star, I heal all of my scars. As cicadas sing, ain't it the sweetest dream? Winding curds of bands untangle of my mind. Happy loving is my home, sweet home. I've been adrift down most highways, I've been lost at sea. There's one thing this world can never take from me. No matter how far I go, no matter how deep the dark, I know I can always count on the southern star. How do I define all those good old times way on
If I am ragged love and I'm dirty love and me clothes smell much of tar, I have silver in me pocket love and gold in the great store. And then when she heard him say so, on a bended knee she fell. I will marry my dear Henry, for I love sailor lass and la